Yes, sir.
Yes, start. All the best.
So a very good morning to one and all present over here. My name is Palak Vadrani. So today we are going to start a PowerPoint presentation. And so on, the topic of our presentation is journal entry. Moving to the next slide. So it's presented by Palak Vadrani, Puru Nayak, Paridhi Rajoria, Rohit Meena and Rishika Agarwal. So the topics are: first, meaning of journal, its feature, its function; fourth, its limitation; format of journal; types of journalizing; rules of journalizing; and the last one is meaning of quotes. So I hand over this presentation to Paridhi Rajoria.
Thank you, Palak, for inviting me here. Now, good morning to one and all present over here. Myself, Paridhi Rajoria, and I'm continuing this presentation with the topic general. Moving to the next slide. So, before knowing about general, we have to take some idea about accounting. So, as we all know, accounting is the science of recording and business transactions and events primarily of a financial character and the art of making significant summaries, analyses, and interpretations of those transactions and events and communicating the results to person who must make decisions or form judgment. Now, further move on steps of accounting. Next slide. So steps of accounting. Step first, identifying monetary transaction, that is transaction in terms of money. Example, Mahesh sold goods to Suresh for rupees 15,000. Step 2, collection of source documents, that are dates of purchases, cash memo, sales, etc. Step 3, preparing of accounting documents on stocks. And lastly, recording of in books is now here's a question arises that why general is also known as books of original entry. So we'll got this answer on next slide. Meaning of general. So first, it is also known as book of original entry or book of prime entry because transaction is first recorded in this. It is first and foremost book of accounting in which the transaction is recorded for the first time on chronological, that is day-to-day basis as per the rules of generalizing. Now we are going to discuss some features and characteristics of general. First feature, general is a book in which the transactions are recorded first of all as and when they take place. For this reason, it is called book of original entry. For example, if a transaction takes place at 5th January, then the transaction is recorded on 5th January. Two, a general is only a book of primary entry. All the transactions recorded in the general are subsequently transferred to ledger, which is the principal book of account. Here's another question arises that what is ledger? So I'll give you a brief definition of ledger, the book which contains a classified and permanent record of all the transaction of a business is called ledger. Now, third, it maintains the identity of each transaction and provide a complete picture of the same in one entry. For example, when goods are purchased, instead of debiting goods account, purchase account is debited. Fourth, a general records both debit and credit aspect of a transaction according to the double entry system. For say Ram bought machinery for cash rupees 8,000, so its journal entry will which satisfy double entry system is machinery account debit 8,000 to cash account debit 8,000 to cash account 8,000. Next up is a journal is a daily accounting record that is each day's transaction are recorded in the journal on the same day. In general, transactions are recorded in a chronological order, that is in a date-wise order. Seventh feature, each entry in the journal is followed by a brief explanation, the transaction, which is called narration. For example, machinery purchased for cash. And lastly, a single journal entry is capable of recording more than one transaction involving more than two accounts. Such entry is called compound entry. For say, I started business with cash rupees 1,50,000, furniture rupees 10,000. So its compound entry will cash account debit 1,50,000, furniture account debit 10,000 to capital account. Now I hand over this presentation to Rishika for further continuation.
Good morning to all present here. Myself Rishika Agarwal and I am continuing the presentation. Functions of a journal. To keep a chronological, that is date-wise records of all transactions. To analyze each transaction into debit and credit aspects by using double entry system of bookkeeping. To provide a basic for posting into ledger. To maintain the identity of each transaction by keeping a complete record of each transaction at one place on a permanent basis. The next topic is advantages of a journal. As transactions in journal are entered as and when they take place, the possibility of omissions of a transaction in the book of accounts is minimized. As transactions in general are recorded in chronological order, it is very easy to locate a particular transaction when required. By analyzing each transaction into debit and credit aspect, the journal facilitates the posting into ledger. Journal facilitate cross-checking of ledger count in case a trial balance does not agree. Since entry transaction is recorded at one place in the journal, the identity of each transaction is maintained on a permanent basis. When the transaction is recorded in journal, posting in the journal can be made as and when convenient. Each entry in the journal carries narration, which gives us brief explanation of a transaction. Hence, posting in the ledger can be made without explanation. Now, I hand over this presentation to Palak Vadrani.
So my topic is limitation of journal. First, when the number of transaction is large, it is not possible to record all the transaction in journal. It will become bulky and voluminous. Second, many transactions are repetitive in nature, and if all transactions are recorded in journal, it will involve debiting and crediting the account time and again. In order to ascertain cash balance every day, cash transactions are usually recorded in a separate book called cash book. Fourth, journal does not provide the required information on prompt basis. So, format of journal. The format of journal is when inventory purchase on credit, journal entry will be purchase account debit 5,000 to account payable account credit 5,000. And when the cash paid to supplier for inventory purchase, the journal entry will be account payable account debit 5,000 to cash account 5,000. So moving to the next slide. Detail of transaction is recorded below the journal entry in the form of narration in bracket. Date of the transaction, particulars. In this column, the transaction is to be recorded. By way of journal entry as per the rules of debit and credit or rules of journalizing, First, LF ledger folio. Page number. It means the account which is recorded in journal is posted on which page in ledger. It is simply to across connect so that we may find it easy when there is some error. Amount debit. It includes the amount of that account which is debited in a transaction. Second, amount credit. It includes the amount of that account which is credited in a transaction. So I hand over this presentation to Rohit.
Good morning, sir. Good morning to all. Myself, Rohit Meena. My topic is rules of generalizing. Rules of generalizing. Personal account debit the receiver and credit the giver. Real account debit what comes in has and credit what goes out. Nominal account debit all expense and credit all income. Meaning of goods. Goods are those things which are purchased for resale. Goods account is classified five account for purpose of passing journal entries. First, purchase account when goods are purchased instead instead of return goods. Account purchase account debit. Second, sales account when goods are sold. Third, purchase return account. Fourth, sale return account. Fifth, stock account.
Steps of generalizing. First step, identification of a business transaction. If it is expressed in term of money, it will have to be recorded in general. Second step, identify or search which account are affected or involved in the transaction. There may be at least two accounts involved in single transaction. It may be more, the two also. When more than two accounts are involved, it is called as compound journal entry. Third step, identify the nature of account. Student can solve it by any method basis, traditional or modern. Traditional method, assets, liability, capital, revenue, and expenses. And in modern method, personal, real, and nominal. Through answer will be same of both, but we will use modern approach more frequently for solving the questions. Step 4. Apply the rule of generalizing, that is debit and credit only, which have already been studied. Accounts which all been debited in journal entry will be written as DR, and account which will be credited in journal entry will written as preferred by 2. Format of a journal entry. Now take an example. Let's see a Ram and Sons started business with cash. Now the journal entry of this, cash account debited 50,000 and to capital account 50,000. The narration is cash brought into the business by Sia Ram and Sons as capital. Now this brings us to the end of this presentation. Thank you and have a nice day.